It's official, like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So yeah, we got Travis Hunter got married last week. You know, it was a beautiful wedding. Looks like, you know. A lot of people had a lot to say because he got married without a prenup. Now, you would think that signing a prenup would be a given, almost automatic, right? But, you know, there's some guys that are different. You know, there's a couple of guys that, there's a couple of football players that got married recently that didn't sign a prenup. You know, I guess they felt like they didn't need it, you know, and that's on them. That's on them at the end of the day. I'm sure they have somebody in their camp that told them that they should have had a prenup for the woman to sign. But if they choose not to do it, well, that's on them. You know, it is what it is. But in my opinion is if I'm a rich dude, I ain't necessarily got to be a rich dude. But if I get married to a woman, she got to sign something. It don't necessarily got to be a prenup, but it got to be something. You know. Now, that doesn't say a prenup covers everything. No, but she's gonna have to sign something, regardless if it's a prenup or not. You know. Now, here's something that Cam said. Cam said most of the time, if you ask the woman to sign the prenup, she usually say something like, "Well, if you love me, you wouldn't tell me to sign that." Which is always something that that's a shaming tactic that a lot of women use, right? And I always say the opposite of that. If you love me, you would sign it. Because that tells me that you're being genuine. If you want to be together, if you want us to be together, you would sign it. You wouldn't have a problem with signing it. But if you don't sign it, and I say, hey, if you don't sign it, the wedding's off, and you said, okay, cool, no problem, we'll go our separate ways. Well, that tells me something ain't right. That's a red flag. In my opinion, that's how I would see a situation like that. Because if I'm being genuine, of course, and if hopefully the other party's being genuine, the woman's being genuine, why wouldn't she want to sign it? If that's the case, but if she don't sign it, that's a red flag to me. I don't know. And let's listen what Cam had to say.
Okay, so last thing before we wrap. So congratulations to Travis Hunter and his wife, Leanna. They finally got married over the weekend. He surprised her at the wedding with the black Mercedes-Benz AMG. So, of course, on the internet, you know, they faced a lot of criticism for different things. A lot of people have been concerned on them not having a prenup agreement, sources say. Mace, what's your opinion on the young love?
I don't know. I'm gonna sit this one out. I think when it comes to the young lady, she does have like different things that have transpired for me as a dad. If that was my son, I would definitely be concerned about. I think there's other ways you could protect his assets, but I definitely would think he should look in the direction of protecting his assets. Maybe not with a prenup, but there's other things you could do these days.
Yeah, they'll try to hit you with that shit. Why I get a prenup? If you really love me, sign the prenup. What you here for? If you here for love, just sign this joint, and you don't get none of my money because the love is free. What you need? What are we doing here? I'm not signing. I mean, do what you want, Travis. That's up to you. I'm not signing a prenup unless Shorty getting as much money as I get, or more than me. If you're not getting more than me, you have to sign a prenup. It just works like that for me. I don't get it. I don't know why love needs to be defined by a piece of paper. Why we can't just be love each other and do paperwork got to do with it. Look at Remy and Pat. Shit going crazy all weekend over that, man. Shit, wow, my nigga. All because of this piece of paper. They was black love. Now, I'm not taking nobody's side. Remy's my friend and Pap's my friend. I don't have a side in this. All because of some paper. Shit is messy all weekend. Remy pulling out pawn shop receipt, talking about her Cartier bracelet is missing. Pap talking about he knocked the nigga out that she dating. It's been a mess all weekend. You know why? Because of this piece of paper. Your girlfriend or boyfriend, just leave. And I know Squad is right. You ain't staying that long to where you think you live here. They'll run that too, fellas. Don't get caught up in that. Try and kick her out, and it's been 8 months, and now she got squatters' rights and all that shit. Yo, get that 10-day joint, go home for 10 and come back for 10 if you really like her. Because at the end of the day, it's too many laws for the person without the money. Now, you know who's probably your sucker to all the females? Now, it's cool when they do it. It's problem when Kevin Federer do it. Kevin Federer's up $100 million off of 3 wives. Britney Spears, forget the other 2 actresses. But women to say he's a sucker because he doing what Dre or somebody doing. Somebody with more money is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to Kevin Federer.
There you have it. Straight from Cameron and Mace. I don't disagree with anything they said at all. You know, it's like, but there's certain guys that think that they don't need it for whatever reason, you know. And I don't disagree with anything they said, man. You know, but if it doesn't work out between Travis and his wife now, boy, you best believe it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna end well if it doesn't work out. I think it's gonna be plastered all over social media and all over mainstream media if it doesn't end well. And I don't think it's gonna happen immediately if they go their separate ways. It's probably a couple of years, whatever, you know. But just you just gotta be careful out here, man. You just gotta watch the company you keep, and you can't be dumb out here. You know, you just gotta be smart.
You big dummy.
But you might disagree. So like and share this episode. Tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the stallion that I like. Here from